Hello everyone and welcome back to MissildineOnline. In the last episode of Pokemon FireRed that was released far too long ago, we completed everything that there is to do in the Safari Zone, and I'm happy to say that if we go to our Pokedex, we can go check this out real quick. 1 second. Hang on. 1 second. It's coming. Where is it? Here we go. Number 113 was Chansey. We did get Chansey. It lays several eggs a day. The eggs are apparently rich in nutrients and extremely delicious. I would like to say that that getting that Pokemon took me far too long. Over an hour of farming to get that Pokemon. It was just awful. It was really bad. In this episode, we are going to go to Saffron City and do what little we can right now. There is an episode that will be coming out right after this one that is going to be pretty much an entire speed through. We are done looking at Pokemon bios for the most part, for now anyways. And now we are going to go ahead and see, I forgot if I even taught anybody. I do have a Spearow here. We are going to go ahead and use our Spearow to fly to, you might have seen it before, but I've actually been to Saffron already. Instead, we're going to go to Celadon City, because you may not have actually gone to Saffron when you could have done so earlier. So, once you're in Celadon City, you want to head all the way this way. And you'll remember that there were guards that were preventing us from going any further. These guards here were the ones that were thirsty. Well, we got them their water, and here we go. We're in Saffron City. Now, there are some really cool things that we can do here, and you'll notice that Team Rocket is all over this city. That is because of this building right here. This building is the Silph Company, the office building. It is one of the biggest dungeons in this game, and will need to be sped through because there is no way I can do an episode. It would be like an hour and a half long episode. So right through here is Mr. Psychic's house. Mr. Psychic is really cool because he gives you a TM. Wait, don't say a word. You wanted this. He will give us the TM29. You already know, don't you? TM29 is Psychic. It's an attack that may also lower the target's special stats. Psychic is one of the most powerful moves that we can have as of right now, especially the most powerful Psychic type move that we can possibly have. Now, I don't have anybody that I really want to teach that to, but you'll remember that in the last episode, I actually caught a shiny Execute. Now, I am considering using that Execute on my team, but I'm not entirely sure. I will actually need your help in this episode to tell me who I should use on my team. A strong telekinetic attack, it may also lower the foe's special attack. Special defense. Now, you'll notice that the only person that can use it is Luna. Absolutely unacceptable. Luna will not be learning that. There are 2 Pokemon that we can actually find in this area. Right here is the Pokemon Trainer Fan Club. Not a huge deal, but if you do want to go in here, you can. I don't think anybody will say anything that's like a big deal at all. Perhaps you will be talked to too if you keep winning. Brock's the last word on cool. Now there's a guy who I want to be like. Brock? Dude, we took down Brock, no problem. I wonder if I can become a cool trainer one day. Probably not. I think trainers are so cool when they're battling. Don't you think so too? She wants to make out with us. I think she wants to make out. I don't blame her. Who doesn't? So we can also go to the mart. You're not going to find anything that's totally new here at all. Hi there. How may I help you? You'll see that there are Great Balls, Hyper Potion Revives, Max Repels. Not a big deal. We've seen all of these items before. None of the people that are in here are going to say anything either. Max Repel keeps Pokemon away. Of course he does. And she will say Revive is costly, but it revives fallen Pokemon. Again, not a huge deal-a-roni. So now we are going to continue up here, and you will notice that there is a gym. Don't get defiant or I'll have to hurt you. This is the Saffron City Pokemon Gym. Leader Sabrina, the master of Psychic-type Pokemon. Unfortunately, we can't enter there right now, but this is the Fighting Dojo. Huh. What's in the Fighting Dojo, I wonder? Well, we are going to switch because our Pokemon that we currently have in first place is not going to be able to take down this gym. We're going to go ahead and switch to our Charizard. I also want to see if, I don't remember if I taught Charizard the move that I wanted. Obviously, it's been a while since I've played the game, so I'm not entirely sure. I did not... Oh, yeah, no, he's good. He has Wing Attack. He'll be fine. As you know, every Pokemon here is a fighting type, and guess what? It just so happens that they are weak to flying types. Huh! You're trespassing in our Fighting Dojo! So we are going to be tackling all of the fighting type Pokemon that are in this area. For the most part, you'll be able to handle these. They're Pokemon that you've seen before. If you have a flying type, you will be totally fine. They aren't that high of level, so we're gonna go ahead and take down this Machop immediately. One hit, one kill. Yeah. That's right. Not a big deal, and next he's going to use a Mankey, even more fragile. We'll be able to go ahead and take down this Mankey. It might outspeed us, it might not. Oh good, it doesn't. Good job, Bahamut. We will go ahead and take down that Mankey. And we are coming very close to new Pokemon bios. Two Pokemon that can only be found here in the Fighting Dojo, and can only be found by beating the gym leader, or the dojo leader, I guess you could say. I am kind of surprised that we were able to take down a Primate in one hit as well, but I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna fight it. So we got 744 Pokédollars for winning, not a big deal. And if you walk right through the middle of this, you will fight every single trainer. I hear you're good. Show me. Yeah, sure, man. Sure, man. Black Belt HIDEKI would like to... I said that so wrong. He's going to send out another Machop. We will be able to take it down, no problemo. What's good about this, though, is at least Charizard is going to be able to get... Or Bahamut, I should say, is going to be able to get a couple levels, which I really enjoy. But it's nice to be back. It's nice to be making Pokemon episodes again. I'm actually super excited because the two Pokemon that we're about to look at in bios are two really cool Pokemon in Generation 1, to be honest with you. Speaking of cool Pokemon in Generation 1, oh, and down goes Machoke. Sorry, Black Belt HIDEKI. 1,000 experience, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 768 is what we, Pokédollars for that. Next, we will go ahead and take down these next two trainers. Hooah! I have no fear for anything tough. I shatter boulders for training every day. So do I. So, speaking of Pokemon that I enjoy in Generation 1, I would like to let you know that even though I've been gone for a little while, if you're watching these videos as they come out, I've been working on some scripts. One of them is for my top 10 favorite Pokemon of Generation 1, and I'm really excited to produce these kind of videos. That was a level 36 Primate that we were able to take down in one hit. Wow, stubbed fingers, and we get 864 Pokédollars for winning. What a joke. Absolute joke. Huh, take your shoes off. Dude, just shush. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take down Black Belt Mike, who has 3 Pokemon, which is unfortunate, but luckily for us, Wing Attack has a 35 PP, which is huge. Goodbye, Mankey. Now, if you have a Bulbasaur or a Squirtle, you'll still be fine in this area if that's who you started with. And odds are you probably have a flying type in your party, or at least a Pokemon that has flying type attacks. That Aerial Ace that we picked up way back, I mean, I'm talking like 8 episodes ago, that will be really handy in this area as well. But Wing Attack, I mean, that's why I kept Wing Attack, is because it does enough damage to be able to get through this entire dojo. And after this, there's only one more trainer in the entirety of the game that you absolutely need something that can directly fight fighting type Pokemon. That's Bruno of the Elite Four. I'm sure everybody has played Pokemon FireRed or Leaf Green or Red, Blue, Yellow. Alright, here we go, the last trainer. Grunt, I am the Karate Master. I am the leader here. You wish to challenge us? Expect no mercy. Fua! Dude. Black Belt KOICHI would like to battle. He is going to send out a Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee! This is the first time that we've seen this Pokemon. I'm not going to talk about it too much. I'm just going to go ahead and destroy it. Yep, one hit, one kill. So down goes his Hitmonlee. The first Pokemon that I've ever seen, by the way. And we will get level 40. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. HITMONCHAN is going to come out now. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee are practically brothers. We're going to go ahead and use another Wing Attack. This might not kill him because, yep, it didn't. Hitmonchan just so happens to be the most defensive of the bunch, and he hit us with a Thunder Punch. Too bad his attack is not that high. Down goes HITMONCHAN. And there we go. We just took out the entirety of the Fighting Dojo in, what, 8 minutes? Not even? Probably 5 minutes? Easy peasy. We can go ahead and talk to him. Indeed, I have lost, but I beseech you, do not take our emblem as your trophy. In return, I will give you a prized fighting Pokemon. Choose whichever one you like. Right here is HITMONLEE, the hard-kicking Pokemon. So, let's go ahead and look at this one. This is HITMONCHAN. You want the piston-punching HITMONCHAN? Let's go ahead and take a look at these Pokemon's bios right now. So the first Pokemon that we're going to look at, of the two that we can get, is number 107, that is HITMONCHAN. HITMONCHAN is the piston-punching Pokemon. You'll notice that his stats are kind of strange. He has 105 attack, which is really good, but he has a very low speed stat of 76, and his special defense is at a whopping 110. Meaning he can take special hits super well, but he can't take physical hits almost at all. Now, he does have access to a bunch of elemental punches. The problem with that is, in this particular game, is that they aren't fighting types, so he doesn't get stabbed, and they also aren't physical attacks, which is where his stat is. They are special attacks because the physical special split hasn't happened in this game. That is one of the main reasons why I just honestly cannot recommend HITMONCHAN for a team. He's just not good enough. He really isn't. But his partner here, 106 in the Pokedex, HITMONLEE, is that Pokemon. It has access to a ton of wonderful, wonderful fighting type of moves, including high jump kick, which is, I believe, one of the most powerful physical attacks in the entire game. Think Hyper Beam, but a fighting attack. It's amazing. HITMONLEE also has a little bit higher of a speed, not too much higher than old HITMONCHAN, but HITMONLEE's attack stat is at a whopping 120, one of the largest attack stats in this game. And his special defense is just as high as HITMONCHAN's. So HITMONLEE, I think, is one of the best fighting types in this entire game. It's not quite as fast as some of the others, and not quite as beefy as Machamp would be, and it's not as fast as Primeape. But if you are looking for a pure fighting type, you can't go wrong with HITMONLEE. And guess what? Neither can I. That's it. Our final Pokemon for our team is the hard-kicking HITMONLEE. Corey received HITMONLEE. Do I want to give a nickname? That's up to you guys to decide in the chatteroonies. So, I need a nickname for HITMONLEE. Also, my next question for you guys is going to be, does HITMONLEE join my party? Or does that shiny Execute that we got in the last episode join my party? One is a pure fighting type, and the other is a grass psychic. One is a pure physical attacker, that's HITMONLEE, physical attacks only. Not very good at special attacks. That's fine, I don't have any fighting types on my team whatsoever. Or Execute, which is a grass psychic, which eventually is going to be a grass psychic type, that excels at special attack, but isn't quite as fast, and also is weak to a lot of things. Let me know in the comments below, because this is super important and I really need to know. So, with that, we will welcome HITMONLEE. It's up to you guys to name him in the comments of this video. And there you... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Saffron City, the shining land of commerce. So this was a relatively short video. The problem with it is I don't have time to jump into Silph Co just yet, which is that giant building that I was talking to you about, which means that I can't actually get access to this gym leader because we need to go through the entirety of Silph Co first before the Team Rocket actually leaves Saffron City. So in this episode, we got what could potentially be the final Pokemon in our team, HITMONLEE, or Execute in the last episode. We also completed the Fighting Dojo, arrived here in Saffron City, and the next episode we will speed through the entirety of Silph Co, where we will get a new Pokemon as well that we haven't actually seen before. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to give a big ol' thumbs up on this video. It really does help me out. I apologize for the major delay. I'm going to try to get these videos out as soon as possible with as many as I can. Thank you for watching, and remember, never give up, never surrender.